Command has said with regards to the recent developments that have taken place?
Yes, again, the tension has surfaced in the US-Iran conflict right now. Yes, as we are speaking, the US Central Command has announced that it has launched a series of powerful and precise attacks against Iranian military sites, according to CENTCOM also. The operation was carried out to impose heavy cost on Iran after Tehran allegedly targeted commercial vessels, transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Not only that, CENTCOM said that it attacked 60 of small boats that were a part of IRGC. Not only that, clearly the US made a very strong statement that the strikes were in direct response to Iranian strikes on three commercial ships that were sailing through the vital international waterway, describing Iran's action as unprovoked, dangerous, and a clear violation of the ceasefire. Yes.
All right, Brian, stay on with us. We, in fact, are tracking some more breaking news that's coming in. These are the latest visuals that are emerging from Iran, where multiple explosions and heavy bombardment can be seen following the US strikes in Bansar Abbas. Bright flashes, thick plumes of smoke and fire are visible at several locations as the attacks unfold. The strikes come amid a fresh escalation of tensions between US and Iran. Commodore DSOD continues to be with us on the broadcast, and so the visuals truly speak for themselves. These are the latest visuals that we're tracking of the bombardment that's taking place across Iran. Given the context and the statement that has been given out by the US Central Command, do you think these strikes are going to be as aggressive as the ones that we've seen previously?
Well, if we look at the MOU which has been signed, it was made very clear that there will be ceasefire and there won't be any attacks by any of the parties, whether it's America, Iran, or even the Israel. But what happens is now you see the situation which has erupted in the Hormuz, as has been reported by you. What was the reason that Iran carried out attacks on these three ships? That's very important. And so far as US is concerned, US also has made it very clear from the day one that in case any attacks are done by Iran, US is going to retaliate and US is going to hit hard. And that is what they have done is by hitting, say more than 60 targets as reported by you in Iran, including the small boats. So, one can't, as of today, you can't blame US because this is a retaliatory strike by US. And what agreements which were thought of and put on paper in the MOU, it seems that somehow there is some sort of a conflict between the US as well as Iran. How to handle these 14 points and how to see to it that finally within 60 days they are going to be implemented. So far as Iran is concerned, Iran remains, very firm with regard to their approach on the nuclear aspects as well as Hormuz. And even America is concerned, America is also determined that Iran will have to forgo the nuclear weapon program, as well as take a different stand on Hormuz. So under present circumstances, one can only say that these developments have happened, and for this, today I can say that it is Iran who has carried out the strikes, but let the things come out as to what was the basic reason for Iran to hit these commercial ships.
Right, absolutely. I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking some more breaking news coming in. These are dramatic visuals recorded from inside a moving car as US airstrikes hit parts of Iran. Multiple explosions, bright flashes, and thick plumes of smoke can be seen through the vehicle's window as the bombardment unfolds. The strikes come amid a fresh escalation in the US-Iran conflict. Let's quickly just take a look at the visual that we're tracking right now, and this is of course taken by a person inside a building where of course you can see the cars moving. And right behind that, you see the explosions that take place. Commodore DSOD continues to be with us in the broadcast. Of course, you've made your point over there, but I do want to understand from you. When Iran does not come out and take accountability, even though the US says that it is Iran that has to take onus for this, and bombardment starts, where does it all then dial down? What happens then?
So you're right. You see, it is some sort of a discussion should take place between Iran and US. Well, again, I have to say that so far as Iran is concerned, what is important at this point is to understand what was the need for Iran to carry out attacks on these commercial ships. All I can visualize and say that is it that these ships were not following the directions of the IRGC? That could be the only reason that Iran would have targeted these ships. America, so far as America is concerned, America has made it very, very clear that in case of any action by Iran, America is going to hit, and America is going to hit very hard. And that is what they have done by carrying out attacks at various places. Well, the pictures which are showing, they are disturbing. But the fact is that in such type of a situation, that is what is going to happen. The collateral damage is going to happen. The civilians are going to get killed, get wounded. Because when you look at the MOU with the 14 points, which was already signed and is heading towards some sort of a culmination within 60 days for implementation, these sort of things which happen in Hormuz, they are again a very serious concern for the whole globe.
Absolutely. I request you to stay on with us, sir. We have some breaking news coming in. The conflict between the United States and Iran has